Welcome to Percolate.
Percolating thoughts.
Oh, today we are going to talk about parasocial relationships, and the definition of that on findapsychologist.com is they're one-sided relationships where one person extends emotional energy, interest, and time, and the other party or the persona is completely unaware of the other person's existence. Parasocial relationships are most common with celebrities, organizations like sports teams, or TV stars. So, with that being said, I think that this is a really good topic in today's day and age where we are all hyper aware of other people's lives on social media, especially when it comes to famous people.
Oh, for
For
sure. Like the recent Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift like news and everything, and everybody's like, I don't know. If I feel like if you're a Taylor Swift fan, you're definitely in a parasocial relationship, like hardcore Taylor Swift.
yeah.
No hate on me, but sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I agree. I think like because I was thinking about how like especially with like Taylor and Olivia Rodrigo, like if you're a hardcore Taylor stan, you like have this hateful relationship towards Olivia because of her quote unquote copying song ideas or chord progressions, when in reality all pop songs are copied. Everybody uses the same chord progression, but like when Guts came out, everybody was quick to see which song sounded the most like Taylor's. And like Taylor doesn't give a fuck about you guys. Like it's actually crazy. Like, yes, there's like this idea, okay, well, she cares about us as fans, but like she doesn't really care if you go to war for her
Oh no.
at all. At all. That woman will continue to be a millionaire with or without you being a stan.
Hmm.
But I feel the same way about the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift is like, we have to know. I don't need to know. I mean, it'd be fun to know, but like, I don't need to know.
Right. You want to know the funny thing about that connection too? Like working in the news, it's like, especially in the entertainment industry, it's like I don't have to know that. I don't have to know that Selena Gomez has a new freaking designer and that's why she is dressing in different, like, in a different, I don't know, she's in her different era because she's dressing different ways because she has a freaking new designer. Like, it's not, there's nothing to read into there. Like, she doesn't care that you guys, like, anybody is commenting, like, oh my gosh, like, she's doing this to get back at Haley or to kind of attract Justin or all that. Like, that
Yeah.
whole thing going on. It's no, that is of the past. Selena's just trying to live her best life. Nothing in her song, like her recent songs, none
Mhm.
of it relates back to what she I mean, like it could relate back to what she experienced, but she's not throwing shade to Haley. She's not throwing shade
Yeah.
to Justin. She's just trying to live her best life. And
Yeah.
whether her viewers or her fans read into that too much is up to them. She's not she does not give a fuck. She doesn't. She's just like Taylor at the end of the day, she's a millionaire. She's trying to get her bag and she's trying to do what she loves. So, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of that, that's really funny. There's a creator that I follow. She has really funny hot takes on like celebrity. And because you bring up the stylist, I was actually watching her video on it. And there's actually a bunch of hate towards the stylist that Selena had before
Mhm.
because she's like notoriously put celebrities in like really crappy outfits that don't work for them. So I think it's really funny that you brought that up because I just watched that video. Um, but I also think a really recent one too is like Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner.
Yeah.
Um, why do I care? They're getting a divorce. Like this, I mean, yes, like wow, Joe is single again. It doesn't matter. He's not gonna marry you. So
No.
like doesn't make it anything different. And even if he was a bad spouse, like there are reasons for divorce and it doesn't just have to be one-sided. And
And it happens every day.
it's really odd that we take sides. Like these people, again, it's just like I think it's something that's like with the hyper social media generation that we live in,
Yeah.
we feel so connected to these people. For what? For what?
Right.
Because it's also like, I think at the end of the day too, like, it's unhealthy.
Yeah, and I mean, there's other things that you could be focusing on in your life, like to better yourself. And I mean, not even to pull like religion into it, but there a lot of other like religious sources are like, don't gossip, it's bad. And then here we are gossiping because we're in a parasocial relationship with a lot of these celebrities who don't even care. They're just trying to live their best life. And I mean, I think it all like boils down to that, but it's it's I don't know, it's like
I think,
too much.
yeah. And why are you showing up where they are?
Yeah.
Like, would you want somebody to just show up at your house? Like, do you enjoy when the Mormons knock on your door? No. So take that feeling and multiply it by like a jillion. And I think too, I thought you were gonna go a different direction with the religious thing, because I was gonna say there's also um don't have idols.
Oh yeah,
I
that
think
too.
that in theory, like a parasocial relationship, again, not to like throw religion out there, but is like idolizing people and putting them on a pedestal, whether you're religious or not, is really toxic for you.
Oh, and for
Because
them too.
as soon as they do something wrong, you are immediately gagged. Like, oh my God, they couldn't do that. Oh my gosh. Which actually comes back to this is crazy. Like, I think Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, when they were defending He Who Shall Not Be Named because he's a rapist, and they were like, well, he's only exemplified good behavior to us. He's only showed us like he has made me a better person, blah, 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 blah. Again, even though, yes, they're friends, so it's a little bit different, it's still on an idolization pedestal that you have this idea that this person is famous. So, one, they should get off for being a piece of garbage. And two, you're like, no, he could never. And the public will believe that he would never. But it's also like, now you just canceled yourself
Yeah.
because you think because you're famous and because he's famous. Something else though, I was reading about like 5 signs you're in a parasocial relationship. And so here I'm gonna read it so you guys can self-reflect and think if you're in a social relationship. Um, it's like you constantly defend them. You spend most of your time on social media for updates. You try to copy them. You dream of meeting them, which I'm a little like that, but like it's Travis Kelce, so why wouldn't I want to meet him? And then like all their life updates and like heavy on that last one.
So, would you say Travis Kelce is your parasocial relationship?
I don't think so because I don't care enough. I care enough when he's on the field, but when he's off the field, like I don't think about him during the week.
Right. And in all fairness too, I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't even know he existed until they heard rumors about him talking to Taylor. So,
I know everyone's like, I never heard of this random man. I was like, what do you mean? Like, yes, I'm a Chiefs fan, but does your TikTok
see?
not also fill up with Joe Burrow and Travis Kelce edits during the NFL season?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, but that's another one.
Yeah.
Is there was a bar, Joe Burrow, it's a
Yeah.
really good example of a sports, and they were giving away 9-cent shots to girls who were sad in Cincinnati that Joe Burrow got engaged. I mean, like, yeah, I'll take the 9-cent shot, but why are you that distraught?
No, like in all with all due respect, like you even had a chance, you know? Like there's I don't know. You can't control what he does. It's not like he's gonna pick you out of a crowd, especially when he's in a stadium full of thousands of people. No.
I think some of it too is like some people would say that like YouTubers and Instagram and whatever social media influencers are more affected by parasocial relationships because they tend to interact with fans the most, especially if like you live stream or whatever.
Right.
Um, and then there's like no boundaries because you think they know you, but at the end, like they don't know you. I think like that's the biggest thing. And it's like, yeah, I love a good little gossip TikTok scroll at the end of the day, but also like recognizing that I think it also like sets an unfair standard for these people so that when they do fuck up, you're like, oh my God, he's the worst person ever. But like 2 seconds ago, you were defending them for
Right.
whatever. Do you think like as a kid you had a parasocial relationship?
Oh, for sure. I know I definitely did, but it's not like it was like a big deal because I knew I didn't have a chance to meet this person. I knew I wouldn't ever, it would never come to that. So, like, I used to have one with Carrie Underwood and Taylor Swift actually at first. And then Taylor switched over to pop, and then that wasn't my jam anymore as much.
What
Um,
about pissing people off?
yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, but I don't know. I was there for her. I was there from the beginning, and then that happened, and then I just wasn't a fan. Um, so sorry, not sorry. In all honesty, like I'm not one of those people who like screams and cries whenever I see Taylor Swift. So that's whatever. But I think I just to the point like got older and realized that this is not what matters. Like I need to be doing what's best for me. Yeah, keeping up with the tabloids, that's one thing. Saying that you like a person based off of what you've seen or experienced, um that's another. But it all just boils down to like you can't idolize someone like that. But anyway, what about you?
Oh, for sure. When you now was a thing, oh for
Mm.
sure. I don't know if you remember that, but what a weird generation we've grown up in. But like when you now was a thing, I feel like I had more of a parasocial relationship. Because I feel like when you're a kid, you're less invested. That makes sense. Like you're like, well, they made new music or whatever, but you're less invested in the actual person.
Yeah.
But like when you now came out, we were like what, 12 or so. And so then it was like a way, God, it was such a cringy era. I can't believe that was a thing. But like I feel
Like
like
a fever dream.
like with Twitch streamers, they would interact with you. They were doing like you now con or whatever freakish thing that like you would go visit them and like meet them or whatever. I think another parasocial relationship that kind of launched the trajectory for like how it is now with like Taylor Swift is obviously the most prominent parasocial relationship anybody can be in.
Yeah.
Is like Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber
Yeah.
and now Haley, which but see, obviously I have this weird parasocial hate for Haley Bieber. Um she's just not a girl's girl. So
Yeah. It's
yeah.
fair.
I think it'll be interesting to see like if it continues and what that looks like when we're older.
Oh, for sure. And then like who who will be the next Taylor? Who will be the next Selena and Justin and Haley, you know? And is it going to be more extreme?
Yeah. Who knows? Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Stay tuned. Ooh, I don't know if I want to stay tuned.
I know. Scary.
It is.
Anyways, all that said, if you relate to anything that we said, this is no shade to you, but also like there's so much more out there in the world than your phone.
Yeah.
And
Celebrities.
while yes, these people care about you, like they should not be the focal point of your life.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's okay. We all watch gossip
We
every
all
now and
do,
then.
but it's like whether or not you choose to engage, be a part of it, or idolize it says a lot about the person that you are.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have anything else?
no, I don't.
Okay.
Okay, you
Okay.
ready?
Yeah. All right, well, that's it. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, send us any video ideas, any coffee shops you guys know of in our area, feel free to do that. We answer most of our comments and DMs, so slay.
We do. And then another thing, we will be moving our shows to the third Monday of every month. Because we are seniors and doing things, this is just another reminder to put out there. Busy schedules. We will be giving you guys content every third Monday. So yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.